Brett Kavanaugh gets the benefit of the doubt because he is a white man from society's elite. The culture of sexual violence is so pervasive in America that we are once again witnessing a woman having to bear the burden of proof against a Supreme Court nominee.
I was pushed onto the bed and Brett got on top of me.
But I have never done this to her or to anyone.
Meanwhile, Kavanaugh, the man who should be proving he is fit for such an appointment, could rely on the assumptions about gender and race so deeply held in this country as to be scarcely acknowledged. Throughout the hearing, Kavanaugh was visibly angry and agitated that anyone had the audacity to question him. Being born into wealth and cultured in prep schools means that the rules, both written and unwritten, that govern us all do not apply to him and those like him. Boys will be boys has been used during this hearing again and again, not so much as a defense for Kavanaugh, but as an accepted societal rule that frees him from any form of responsibility. More than that, these unwritten rules allowed him to perform victimhood for being challenged at all. Yet when I think about 12-year-old Tamir Rice, 17-year-old Trayvon Martin, and 18-year-old Mike Brown, 3 black boys killed for being black boys, it is clear that they were not one of the boys in that unwritten rule, nor were they allowed to be victims. America put them on trial for their own deaths. In this country's imagination, black people must have done something to deserve it, and the onus is on us to prove otherwise. That black people must bear the burden of proof is not only widely understood, our very survival depends on it. This hideously loaded conclusion is something that black children become aware of as soon as the world becomes aware of them. And while I am a steadfast supporter of Dr. Ford, I know in my bones that the burden of proof for black people, and especially black women, goes even deeper still. Dr. Ford's elite upbringing, diminished only by her gender in the eyes of America, led many to find her testimony against Kavanaugh to be credible. Yet those same rules made it so that Anita Hill, a black woman and law professor who testified against Judge Clarence Thomas during his hearings in 1991 for sexual harassment, was not only found to be untrustworthy, she was attacked and vilified across the country. Anita Hill paved the way for movements like Me Too and the embrace of women like Dr. Ford across the political left, but was rejected in her time of need and action. What we see in Kavanaugh and his corporate and GOP enablers is a continuation of this history, which has shown that the people who have constructed this country keep moving the goalposts to maintain economic, social, and political apartheid. These enablers are doing work to ensure that judges like Kavanaugh are always in the pipeline. This is why we must use this moment to not only examine how we show up for Dr. Ford, but why now more than ever, we need decision makers willing to challenge the written and unwritten rules that govern a society built on the backs of black people, women, and other marginalized groups. When we build our power against a system that is rigged against us, when we build a world where all women are believed and the rights of black people are protected and respected, we can truly begin to overcome the racism and sexism that keeps millions of people in this country from realizing both our potential and our rightful future. We must build together because this moment requires all hands on deck. It is time for us to call our family and our friends into our movement, to invest in our collective power and to secure the future we all deserve.